craziest ways that players got cut. Back in 2010, the Minnesota Vikings brought Randy Moss back in a big trade, hoping his return would bring new energy and big plays to the team. Moss had started his career with the Vikings over a decade earlier, and fans were super hyped about his comeback, so the team thought pairing Moss with quarterback Brett Favre might just be the missing piece. But what happened next was something no one saw coming. You see, right after a tough loss, the Vikings locker room was set up for the team's usual Friday lunch. The staff had invited a local restaurant, Tanucci's, to cater a nice meal for everyone. There was chicken, ribs, pasta, a beef carving station, and desserts. It was supposed to be a treat for the players and staff. But then, Moss walked in and did the unthinkable. The thing is, Moss took one look at the spread and started yelling right in front of the restaurant's owner. He said the food was so bad, he would not even serve it to his own dog. Imagine being in that room when all the players and staff just stared in shock at what he was saying. Even Brett Favre was surprised, since he was literally eating the food and actually liked it. But Moss was just getting started, and what he did next made everything even crazier. As it turns out, just a day later, after a messy loss to the Patriots, Moss went off again. In the post-game press conference, he refused to answer questions about the Vikings and spent most of the interview talking about how great his old team was instead. This pretty much sealed his fate, because behind the scenes, the coaching staff and several players had already had enough. But these actions would not go unpunished. What I mean is that the very next day, and after only 4 games back in Minnesota, Moss was cut on November 1st, while the restaurant that Moss insulted actually ran a promotion where they offered free food if you traded in a Randy Moss jersey, and got tons of new business from all of this.